On the news, October 1st broadcast, President Tinubu assured Nigerians of continued investment in critical sectors. And a clean up for independence. Group kicks off nationwide campaign. Independence Nigeria, welcome to the 7 o'clock news on NTA Abuja Channel 5. I'm Hakimat Ali Ibrahim with an update version of the news at 7. As Nigeria clocks 65th year of independence, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is assuring Nigerians that his administration will continue to channel resources into critical socio-economic sectors to improve quality of education, healthcare, and infrastructure development, while also ensuring availability of good food on the tables of Nigerians. This is another assurance coming from the president as he addressed Nigerians on the occasion of the 65th independence anniversary of the country. Details in our subsequent bulletin. Moving on, the First Lady of Nigeria, Oluremi Tinubu, has appealed to Nigerians to play their part in building a country that they all want to see, with an assurance that their sacrifices will never be in vain. This is in a message marking the 65th independence anniversary of Nigeria, captioned All Hands on Deck for a Greater Nation, referencing the famous quote from the inaugural address of United States of America's 35th President John F. Kennedy. The First Lady urges Nigerians as not to what the country can do for them at this time, but rather see what they can do to build the nation. Also drawing from the 1925 essay, The New Frontier by Gabriel Khalid Gibran. The First Lady asked, are you a politician? Asking what your country can do for you, or a zealous one, asking what you can do for your country. If you're the first, then you are a parasite. If the second, then you are an artist in a desert. She congratulates Nigeria on the 65th independence anniversary celebration and prays for a prosperous country. Similarly, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Yesom Wike, felicitates with all residents of for the celebration rather of the nation's historic event, the 65th Independence Celebration. In a statement personally signed by himself, the minister joined others to pay tribute to the founding fathers who labored doggedly to build a formidable country, which today stands tall in the community of nations, saying it is a celebration of brotherhood and unity, which have been woven from the roots of our diversity. He appeals to all residents to continue to live true to the ideals of the past period. The statement adds that the FCT remains Nigeria's symbol of unity and nationhood, hence the need to continue to embody the faith that binds us together. He expresses appreciation to the residents of the Federal Capital Territory for their unwavering support. The renewed hope agenda of the president, which centers on economic growth, national security, food security, sustainable development, and infrastructure development, promising to continue to work to provide first-class infrastructure and public utilities, as demonstrated in the completion and commissioning of strategic roads and public utilities. He says his administration has reconstructed schools and provided much needed equipment and partners supported farmers, promoted micro, small, and medium enterprises, and by so doing empowered youth and women. The statement further states that from February 2026, the FCC will kick off the electioneering process in the country As residents head to the polls to elect new chairman and councillor for the 6 area councils, implored residents to go about campaigning for candidates in the peaceful and orderly manner. He also encouraged everyone to come out in mass when the time comes to vote for leaders who evidently have their interests at heart, leaders who have vision and capacity to attract development and prosperity to the people. He again reassured residents of efforts of the administration in partnership with the law enforcement agencies to ensure security, law and order in the city at all times. Having appeal to all residents to go about their local businesses, to be watchful over their neighborhoods and to report all suspicious movements to the law enforcement agencies. Moving on, Nigeria marks 65 years of independence on October 1st, reflecting on over 60 decades of progress and challenges since 1960. We come out into report on the country's journey and the call for unity and reforms that will define its future.
Nigeria's Independence Day, celebrated on October 1st every year, marks the country's liberation from British colonial rule in 1960. After decades of struggle, Nigeria finally gained its independence, with Abubakar Tafawa Balewa becoming the country's first prime minister. Since then, the nation has experienced significant milestones, challenges, and transformation.
Nigeria 65 is God's blessing for this great country. We have gone through some challenges, we've gone through some travails, but I want to assure you that with God on our side, the road at the end of the channel is still very bright. There's hope for this country. We just need to be patient and tolerant with each other. At 65, we've made a lot of progress, but however, we can do more.
Gone through a lot. I mean, we went through the Civil War, we went through all kinds of coups, and despite that, we've been able to stay unified as a people. I think that's something we all have to thank God for, and we all need to be very grateful for.
One of the things I know that we do is to compare ourselves with maybe some other nations who are way older than us. For instance, somebody may want to compare Nigeria with the United States of America. I mean, how old are we? We're just 65, we're just turning 50, 65. They had their own stages of development. I mean, they've had their own rough seasons too. And I believe that we are making progress. It might be slow, but we are making progress.
Having gone through a tragic chapter in Nigeria's history, the Civil War tested the nation's unity and had lasting impacts on its development. The country then transitioned from long years of military rule to democracy in 1999, marking a significant shift towards stable governance. Many say this year's celebration is an opportunity to reflect on the country's progress, challenges, and future prospects.
Nobody builds a nation for you. We all have to get involved. Nobody's going to make your country the dream that you have if you don't get involved. So we all have to get involved and make it what we want it to be.
We just need to be patient with each other and meet at the point of common interest. Our interest as a nation is bigger than any other one. So for me, I look forward to a greater and a bigger Nigerian with relationship from both sides.
For Chief Mrs. Azikiwe, wife of Nigeria's first president, the late Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, it is one Nigeria moving forward.
Please, let's love Nigeria. No matter what it is, let's love Nigeria. One Nigeria that Nnamdi Azikiwe, Awolowo, and Sardauna of Sokoto fought for. One Nigeria. It's better for us to be one than to disintegrate.
It is believed that with a large and growing population, rich natural resources, and a resilient people, Nigeria has the potential to achieve great things. However, addressing its development challenges and promoting good governance, many say, will be crucial to realizing its full potential. Ifoma Ojinta, NTA News.
As Nigeria celebrates its 55th Independence Day, a nationwide call for cleaner and healthier environment has taken center stage. Members of Etiquette Africa recently embarked on a sensitization drive emphasizing the significance of environmental cleanliness for aesthetics, public health, national pride, and sustainable development. However, has the report.
One of the biggest environmental challenges in Nigeria, according to research, is littering. Throwing sachets, water bags, food wrappers, bottles, and other waste on the road may seem small, but collectively it blocks drainage, causing flooding, spread diseases, and make city dirty. This was the outcry of members of Etiquette Africa, calling on Nigerians as the country marks 65 years of independence. Executive Director, Etiquette Africa, Etienne Akpanuso, explained that the organization's vision is to see Nigeria as clean as other countries where environmental hygiene has been made a national policy.
A healthy Nigeria starts with a clean Nigeria. And the way we treat our society is definitely the way people will treat us. It's the way foreigners will treat Nigerians and also Nigeria as a country. We as citizens of Nigeria cannot deliberately litter the environment. We see this behavior every day. You see people driving in their luxurious vehicles but throwing litter out of the vehicle on the streets, throwing bananas at our society with dignity and respect.
For Miracle John, there is pride in contributing to keeping Nigeria clean, as the future of the youth depends on it. Hence, his dream is to ensure a clean environment at all times.
Be like me and keep Nigeria clean.
We want Nigeria to be as clean and as good looking as other countries that we aspire to be like. And it's possible if we just keep the country clean.
Etiquette Africa urges Nigerians to take responsibility for keeping their surroundings clean, stressing that keeping Nigeria clean is not just the government's responsibility, but a civic duty for every citizen as the nation celebrates another year of independence. Hawagimba, NTA News.
And that's it on the abridged version of the news at 7. Thank you for watching and happy Independence, Nigeria. Good evening.